Hi, my name is Addison Valentino, and I'm here at Tucon Amphitheater, being a junior reporter for Rising Talent magazine, interviewing the Little Anastasias and Young Annas and Elsa of their productions of Anastasia and Frozen.
Hi, I'm Naomi Sharette, and I play young Anna in Frozen.
What age did you start taking interest in singing and musical theater?
Probably when I was 3.
That's awesome. And my second question is, can you tell us about the production you were a part of at Tucon Amphitheater and your experience working with these shows?
Yeah, I'm in Frozen. I play young Anna, and it's been going since April. And the rehearsals were a great experience because I got to meet everyone, and the director and choreographer were so nice, and everybody was just so sweet to us. And since we were like the only four of us were in Frozen together, so it was just like every day we came to go to rehearsal, and during Tech Week, which was 2 weeks long, there's like a pad outside, was like a rehearsal pad, and we stayed up. We went from 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. So we had like 12 hours rehearsals like every single day. And it was just those 2 weeks were really long, but that's when we were getting into like the technical stuff, like getting on, like kind of like settling into like the stage, and so that probably was one of my favorite parts besides having to stay up. We slept in really late. Yeah. And the show is probably one of the best experiences of my life. I have never been in something this big. I've been in like Hail, up and Sandy, and kind of community shows like that, but this is probably the first big show I've ever been in, and it's just been such a great experience to get on this stage. I've been watching since I was like 5 years old. I've always dreamed of being on this stage, and I love it so much.
Aww. Could you tell me about your costumes and the experience?
Um, So they took, like, from the first day of rehearsal, they had pictures of our costumes everywhere in the rehearsal studio. So we got to look at those a lot. But then our costumes are probably the cutest things you'll ever see. They're like um, this kind of like green dress, and they have this nightgown under, which is yellow with flowers, and this like kind of green overall kind of thing that goes into a dress, and it's super cute. And then we change into our nightgown when we like go to bed, and that is kind of a quick change. It's on stage though. So
That is so cool with all your costumes. And my other question is, what were the rehearsals like for you, and what was the most challenging thing?
the most challenging thing was probably learning um little bit of you, because we kept making, like, we finished the whole thing in one day, and then the next day they were like, okay, we're gonna change it all, and like every day they kept changing it and changing it and changing it. So then when they finally got it right, it was like Tech Week, so we were like, okay, we only have like a week to practice. So that was probably the most challenging part.
Well, it's good that you were able to pick it up so fast.
Yeah.
My next question is, what is your favorite scene in the show?
I think I have probably two favorites. Well, besides like my part, I love that part. But I really like Let It Go because it's so magical, and the person who played Elsa, Kaylee, she was so good. But now she left to go to do an off-Broadway show in New York. So now her understudy is doing it, Caitlin, and she is so amazing too. And I like that scene, and probably Huga, where they're like at the Oaken Blaze and they're like all in towels. We were gonna be in that scene, but they cut us from it. Even though they made our wigs and our dresses, we weren't gonna be in towels. We were gonna be like in dresses dancing around. So that was sad when they cut us from that. But those are probably my two favorite scenes.
So cool. When we went home from the show after Frozen, we kept saying Hugo. We were like, this is not Huga. This is very Huga. We said
Yeah.
all night. Any advice for those who are interested in musical theater?
One thing that I've learned is if you really want this, you gotta kind of be born with this talent. And you can't only be born with this talent. You have to train really hard to get to be a part of dreams like this. And you just got to keep practicing and practicing. And something that my voice teacher told me was, auditions are like buses. if you miss the next one, you'll get the next one. And if you miss that one, you'll just get the next one. And if you miss that one, you'll get the next one. Because you're not going to get every audition you audition for. I've auditioned for probably like thousands of shows, and I didn't get all of them. I've only gotten like 7 or 8. But it's not, you don't have to think that, oh, those were better than me. I wasn't good enough. You just have to think, oh, maybe they weren't looking for my kind of talent, and they were wanting to give somebody else a chance, and they just wanted somebody that looks a bit different, or like, yeah, somebody who has like a different voice. So just because you don't get an audition doesn't mean you have to give up completely.
I love that advice. I'm going to take that about the buses.
Mhm.
What was the first musical you ever saw?
The first one I ever saw probably was like Little Mermaid at Tuacahn, honestly. And that was probably the first one. But after that I came to like every season because I loved it so much.
Okay. What musical would you like to see that you haven't seen yet?
Probably Wicked. I haven't seen that one and I really want to see it. And probably Funny Girl.
Oh, those are too good. I've seen
Yeah.
them. They are amazing. Well, thank you so much for talking with
Yeah.
us, and have a great show
Thank
in the rest of
you.
your run.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. You are watching and reading Rising Talent Magazine.